Imagine a jet just as comfortable landing on a remote dirt strip as it is rolling up to a private terminal at a major international airport. That's the Pilatus PC-24, the original super versatile jet designed to challenge what a light business jet can really do. It combines jet speed performance with short field and rough field capability thanks to its rugged landing gear, efficient wing design, and clever aerodynamics. This opens up thousands of airports and airstrips that most other jets could never access, giving owners unmatched flexibility in planning their missions. It's not just about a sleek exterior or luxury cabin. It's about real-world adaptability. Whether you're flying executives into a city, landing on a gravel strip at a mining site, or transporting critical medical cargo, the PC-24 adapts with ease. It's a rare business jet that blurs the line between comfort and utility, and that's what makes it stand out. Even high-profile figures like Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, and Peter Brabeck-Letmathe, the former chairman of Nestle, have added the PC-24 to their private fleets, underscoring its broad appeal. Before we get started, we run the JetStream Briefing, a weekly newsletter trusted by thousands of aviation professionals and enthusiasts. Each issue delivers clear insights on private jets, ownership, and the latest news shaping the industry. It's free! Sign up now at jetstream.global. In this video, we're going to explore everything you need to know about the Pilatus PC-24 in detail. We'll look at its performance numbers, runway requirements, and practical range to show how it performs in everyday missions. We'll break down purchase prices and look at the full picture of operating costs from fixed annual expenses to variable hourly rates. Financing options and ownership models will also be covered, along with strategies to offset costs through charter or shared use. You'll get a clear sense of what it's like to own and operate this jet over the long term, including maintenance, upgrades, and resale considerations. We'll also examine its cabin layout and unique cargo door, which transforms the PC-24 from a passenger jet into a versatile transport tool. By the end, you'll know whether this aircraft aligns with your budget, your routes, and your lifestyle as an owner. Let's talk numbers. What does it actually cost to buy a Pilatus PC-24? When the aircraft was first introduced, early models carried a base price of approximately $8.5 million to $9.5 million. But that figure has steadily increased as production matured. Today, a newly equipped PC-24 generally falls in the $12 million up to $14 million range, depending on configuration and options. With luxury interiors, advanced avionics, and specialized features, it's not unusual for the final price to climb closer to $12 million for a fully customized aircraft. This places the PC-24 towards the higher end of the light jet category, but its unique versatility justifies the premium. By the way, if you'd like to understand how people actually access private aviation, we've put together a free guide called 5 Ways to Fly Private Without Owning a Jet. You can get it at jetstream.global/flyprivate. Links below. On the pre-owned market, the numbers remain strong. Most used PC-24s are still relatively new, since deliveries only began in 2018, and prices typically range from $9 million to $11 million, depending on total flight hours and overall condition. Low-hour, meticulously maintained aircraft can command prices very close to new, while higher time examples tend towards the lower end of that range. Thanks to strong demand and limited supply, depreciation has been mild compared to many other light jets, making the PC-24 a solid performer in terms of value retention. For buyers who want capability without waiting for a new delivery slot, the pre-owned market offers an appealing alternative. When it comes to raw capability, the Pilatus PC-24 sets itself apart from every other jet in its class. Certified to reach a maximum altitude of 45,000 feet, it cruises where much larger aircraft typically operates. Pilatus designed this aircraft with durability and versatility in mind. equipping it with strong landing gear, advanced flaps, and efficient wings that allow safe handling even at very low speeds. With a stall speed of around 83 kIAS, indicated at maximum landing weight, it has excellent stability in short field situations. The real breakthrough, however, is its certification to land on unpaved, grass, and semi-prepared runways, a capability that very few jets possess. By adding the optional gravel kit, the PC-24 can comfortably operate from airstrips that would ground most other business jets, including models like the Citation CJ4 or the Phenom 300. This opens up thousands of additional destinations in remote regions without sacrificing safety. At the heart of its performance are two Williams FJ44 4.8 turbofan engines, delivering 3,420 pounds of thrust each, giving the aircraft strong climb rates and reliable takeoff power even on shorter or higher altitude strips. These engines also help the PC-24 balance rugged field capability with efficient cruising performance. Speed and range figures further reinforce why the PC-24 has earned its super versatile title. The aircraft cruises at around 440 kTAS, or about 506 miles per hour, making it every bit as fast as other light jets in its class. Typical operational range is approximately 1,800 to 2,000 nautical miles, depending on passenger load and weather, with a maximum range of 2,040 nautical miles under ideal conditions. Short field capability remains a major highlight. At sea level, the PC-24 requires only 3,090 feet for takeoff, while landing needs just 2,410 feet. Even in hot and high scenarios, such as a 5,000-foot elevation on a warm day, it still performs reliably, with a takeoff distance under 5,000 feet. Few jets can match this kind of flexibility, allowing the PC-24 to operate out of regional strips, remote fields, and major international airports alike. Combined with the power and efficiency of its Williams engines, this jet is in a league of its own, seamlessly bridging the gap between corporate transport and rugged utility aircraft. Step inside the PC-24 and you immediately notice that rugged performance hasn't come at the expense of comfort. The cabin is just over 23 feet long, with a width of 5 feet 7 inches and a height of about 5 feet 1 inch, giving it a surprisingly spacious feel for a light jet. A flat floor throughout the cabin means passengers have more usable space and easier movement during flight. Pilatus offers a variety of interior layouts with seating for 6 to 10 passengers depending on configuration. Owners can choose from executive club seating, divans, or utility-style layouts, tailoring the aircraft to their exact mission profile. Large windows let in natural light, enhancing the sense of openness inside. Combined with high-quality materials, refined European styling, and ergonomic design, the cabin feels premium and modern. Whether you're transporting executives, family, or mission teams, the PC-24 delivers comfort along with capability. Get the latest in Private Aviation Weekly, aircraft, ownership, and market updates. Join the JetStream Briefing at jetstream.global. What really sets the cabin apart, though, is its incredible versatility. Unlike any other light jet in its class, the PC-24 includes a full-size cargo door, large enough to load pallets, medical stretchers, or expedition gear directly into the cabin. With about 90 cubic feet of internal baggage space, it can easily handle bulky luggage or specialized equipment without cutting into seating capacity. This makes it ideal for mixed-use missions, an executive shuttle one day and a medevac or cargo transport the next. Up front, the Pilatus Ace flight deck, powered by Honeywell Primus Epic Avionics, features synthetic vision, dual FMS, auto throttle, and more. Designed to reduce pilot workload, the system supports single pilot operations, giving owner-operators extra flexibility. Whether flown solo or with a full crew, the PC-24 balances passenger comfort mission adaptability, and pilot-friendly systems like no other jet in its class. Operating a private jet like the Pilatus PC-24 means stepping into a long-term financial commitment that extends far beyond the initial purchase. Fixed costs are those you pay no matter how often the aircraft flies, and they include crew salaries, insurance, hangar fees, recurrent training, and aircraft management. For most owners, fixed expenses can range from around $300,000 to as much as $500,000 per year, depending on location, staffing, and the level of outsourced support. Hangar space alone might run close to $28,000 annually, and insurance could add another $20,000 to $25,000. Even for part-time operations, crew salaries and required training typically exceed $180,000 per year. These fixed costs stay consistent whether you fly 50 hours or 500 hours, which means higher utilization helps lower the per-hour cost over time. Variable costs are ones that scale directly with how much you fly. These include jet fuel, maintenance, landing fees, engine reserves, and various trip-specific costs like ground handling, crew lodging, or catering. Fuel tends to be the largest contributor, with annual fuel costs reaching nearly $190,000 for 200 hours of flight time, assuming fuel prices around $7.20 per gallon. Maintenance and scheduled inspections add over $350,000 annually in typical usage scenarios, while landing fees and engine reserves combine for roughly $80,000 more. Overall, this results in an average hourly operating cost of about $4,000, though, depending on usage and locations, it can range from $4,500 to $5,600 per hour. If you fly more, say 400 hours per year, your total annual budget could exceed $1.5 million. But your cost per hour drops because fixed expenses are spread across more flight time. That's why understanding both fixed and variable costs is crucial before stepping into ownership. Owning a Pilatus PC-24 offers flexibility that matches the jet's versatile design. For some, that means flying it personally as an owner pilot, saving on crew salaries, but still bearing the cost of recurrent training, insurance, and regulatory compliance. Others prefer hiring a full professional crew and management company, which raises fixed expenses but ensures consistent operations and reduced personal workload. Many owners offset these costs by placing the aircraft on charter when not in use, leveraging the PC-24's short field and cargo door capabilities to serve markets most light jets cannot. Shared or fractional ownership is also an option, where partners divide purchase and operating costs, making private jet access more practical for businesses or families. Beyond private travel, the PC-24 is often adapted for special missions, from executive shuttles to air ambulance and expedition support, making it one of the most versatile platforms in its class. Financing adds another layer to ownership decisions. Buyers can choose to purchase outright, finance through loans, or enter lease agreements. Each path carries implications for monthly payments, interest, and long-term value. A finance deal may significantly increase monthly overhead, while leases often include conditions such as maintenance reserves or usage limits. Depreciation also plays an important role, since many jurisdictions allow aircraft to be written off over several years, creating potential tax benefits. These financial structures can drastically affect the true cost of ownership. Because tax laws and regulations vary widely by country, most buyers work with aviation financing specialists to optimize their structure. Choosing the right mix of ownership model and financing plan ensures that PC-24 delivers not just performance in the air, but financial efficiency on the ground. The PC-24 is designed for decades of service, but long-term ownership requires careful planning for maintenance and modernization. In its early years, the workload is light, with routine checks and inspections keeping the aircraft in peak shape. As the aircraft ages, larger scheduled events begin to appear, such as landing gear overhauls, structural checks, and avionics updates. Owners typically schedule major refurbishments every 7 to 10 years, which may include new interiors, paint, or upgraded communication systems. Around the 15-year mark, further investments in avionics or optional performance packages become common, ensuring the aircraft keeps up with evolving technology standards. The PC-24 fleet is still young, but even early models are already seeing retrofits and updates introduced in later production runs. Engines represent the single largest maintenance driver over the aircraft's life. To manage this, owners contribute regularly to engine reserves so the funds are available when overhaul or replacement is due. These events are costly but predictable, making consistent reserve contributions essential. Over time, regulatory requirements may also necessitate avionics changes, such as navigation system upgrades, new emission standards, or noise compliance improvements. By the time the aircraft reaches 20 to 25 years of age, unscheduled maintenance tends to increase, with checks for fatigue, corrosion, and system reliability becoming more frequent. At this stage, many owners begin planning their exit strategy, whether that means resale, trade-in, or transitioning into a new aircraft. For those who maintain records diligently and invest in periodic upgrades, the PC-24 can command strong resale value and remain highly desirable on the secondary market. In conclusion, the Pilatus PC-24 is a rare jet that blends speed, comfort, and rugged versatility in one package. With a cruise speed of 440 knots, a sailing of 45,000 feet, and short field capability, it can go places most jets cannot. Purchase prices range between $12 and $14 million, while operating costs average $2,500 to $4,000 per hour depending on usage. Annual fixed expenses typically run $300,000 to $500,000, making total yearly ownership cost around $1.2 million for 300 hours of flight. The cabin seats 6 to 10 passengers in comfort, while its cargo door and 90 cubic feet of baggage space enable medevac, cargo, or executive missions with ease. Life cycle planning, engine reserves, and upgrades ensure long-term value, with strong resale potential for well-maintained aircraft. For buyers seeking a private jet that doubles as both a luxury aircraft and a utility workhorse, the PC-24 is one of the most compelling choices in aviation today.